Hello, in this video I will demonstrate and show you how you create a new piston from beginning, from zero. Therefore, please click here to Database and choose Create New Check Part. Here you can give the new check program a name. In this case I give him Tutorial, and this is alphanumeric. You can give him here numbers or also letters. So I will give him here Tutorial Gasoline. It's a gasoline piston. Then the program asks you want to find a path to the pictures. By the meshing, it's possible to get pictures directly from the camera, but I have here no cameras, so I'm using pictures for teaching the first program. You will define the path now for the camera 1. Yes. Then he asks for the path to the ground pictures, camera 2. I have also pictures for this camera. Okay, now comes up automatically the form or the window where you give please the diameter of the pistons. In this case the diameter is 80. The check part height, this means the complete height from the crown to the skirt end, is 57. The pin diameter is 20, and the compression height from the crown to the center of the pin bore is 33.5. The same by camera 2. By camera 2 only the diameter. Okay. Then comes up this window. Here you can define the camera position. In this case I don't know the perfect camera position. I let it be by 0. Okay, then comes up the next window. In this window it's possible to give him here the customer name, for example BMW or Ford, whatever. This is a field for the order number, and here for the line, the meshing name you can give here. And in this field it's possible to give him a lot of data, what you want, name of data, and here the content of the data. Okay. Now the piston is ready to start for teaching. So I'm going switch off the auto mode, and by this T you can go to teach for the camera 1, and by this T to teach for the camera 2. First I'm beginning with camera 1. In this list you can see now the pictures. These pictures the program finding in the path. The path where I defined by beginning. If you want to change this path, you can change this path anytime by path of pictures, picture paths. You can see here is the path camera 1, and here's the path camera 2. And here you can change this anytime. Okay, in this list I have 9 good pictures and 14 bad parts. The good pictures are defined with a plus in the front of the name, and the bad parts are defined with a minus in the front of the name. I'm loading now a good part, the first, double click. Okay, you can see this is a gasoline piston. Here are the rails with the expander expand the gap. Ring 2, ring 1. Here are the oil holes. Here is the pin, no circlip. Here is circlip and pin. So first what I now do is I'm checking the reference. So please click here to fast reference. Now the program is asking for a master picture. There is no master picture saved. Yes, I will save a master picture now by automatic. And the program comes up with a message that the program is calculating the sharpen value and the grayscale value and so on. Okay, here you can see a small circle, yellow, in here, and this is the gripper to move the lines. Here I can move this line to the skirt end, and please move the right line to the crown end. With the right mouse button you can zoom in, and now I make this perfectly. Okay, this looks very good. Here is a face, and by the crown I make it also. Okay, good. If you're referencing now again, your blue line, this blue line should be in the center of the pin bores. Otherwise, you give him an incorrect compression high. The pin bores are not found correctly, so I teach now the pin bores. This is a fast reference. Here you adjust the reference, and by this is the GPH recognizing, means the pin bore recognizing. This is a new setup, and this is the button for the correct. New setup means he learning by 0, and here you can correct more and more pistons. Normally you need 2 or 3 pistons to teach the pin bores. I click to new setup. Okay, now I give him a rectangle around the pin bore. Yes, this looks good. He learns this. And test the reference. Accept. I will teach him the top also, give him a pattern more. In this case I click into correct, not to new setup. Correct. Please draw with the mouse a rectangle frame around the pin bore. Okay. I do it again in the top. Define area frame around the pin bore ready. No. I will adjust it in the top a little bit better. Now I'm ready, yes. He learns this. In this case he did not must learn anything except okay. Now I'm tested by another picture. Loading this one. Test reference. Click to fast reference. This looks very good. Next picture. Test it. It works. This is okay now. I'm going back to my reference picture. Reference. Okay. In the settings of the reference, I'm switch on lock reference lines for moving. This is a good idea. In this case, if you lock it, then it's not possible for any people to move your lines longer. So now the lines are fixed on the correct position. So now I'm switching to camera 2. Camera 1 is now ready. for beginning to teach the characteristics. In the next tutorial I will show you how you teach all characteristics of the piston. Going to camera 2 and adjust the reference here. The under system is asked, you will take over the modifications. Yes, it's a good idea to say yes, otherwise you lost all what you do. Here is the list of the pictures for the camera 2. In this case 23 good parts, 9 bad parts. I'm loading the first good one. In this case the camera is not perfectly in the center of the machine line. You can see the piston is have here in the top a lot of space, in the bottom not. I'm looking for a better picture. Oh, this looks a little bit better. I have a little bit more space in the bottom. I will using this picture for the learning picture. In this case it's also possible to say, okay, you can define this picture manually here by save picture as master picture, as learning picture. Okay, I'm testing the reference. And here you can see also 4 lines. These 4 lines by beginning, by the left, by the top, and in the bottom and in the right. If you don't adjust the reference, the program works anyway. You don't need the reference if you make no measurements. But if you want to make measurements, then it's necessary that you move or reference the piston crown correctly. You give him, or we give him, by beginning, by piston parameters, we give him a diameter of 80.01. So this means the program is now scaling from the left to the right and says this is 80 millimeters. So our measurements are only correct if you move the lines exactly to the piston. Yes. The right line also. The top line. And the bottom line. Okay. Now I'm looking by zoom and make it exactly. This looks good by the left side. Right side a little bit more to the left. Good. Then I look by the top. This looks good. Here a little bit more up. Perfect. Okay. Now the referencing is ready also for the piston crown. Go back to piston reference position and lock the reference lines for moving, and then switch on use crown localizator. If you're using the crown localizator, then the program is searching for the crown in the picture. It's also a feature, optional feature. You don't must use it if you don't want it. Yes, yes, and accept. You can test reference and accept. Good. Loading another picture, maybe this one. Test the reference. Looks good. The tolerance by detecting the piston is, you can say, 0.5 millimeter, but your scaling is anyway correct. Looking for this picture, reference, looks good. This one, perfect, it's good. This one. Okay, now the program is ready, completely ready for teaching the characteristics. The second camera is ready and the first camera is ready. In the next tutorial I will show you how you create the check program for the camera 1. Thank you.